My name is Dustin McCLAIN, and when I was 5 years old, December of 1994, I was actually diagnosed with acute lymphocytic leukemia. I was a kid just like everybody else, running around and playing sports and doing all that, and all of a sudden I started developing a lot of bruises on my legs that were just kind of abnormal, and would stay longer than we thought. And I begged my parents. I had some sort of, it felt like it was going to be strep or some sort of sickness going on, and I begged my parents to let me go to, we had a Christmas party on December 21st, and begged them to let me go to school. They let me go to school, but then I had to go to the doctor. And then even that day on the school bus, my granddad was my school bus driver, and they couldn't wake me up at the end of the day. Like I was asleep on the bus, and they were trying to wake me up, and mom and dad knew something was up, so we went to the doctor that night. So yeah, the entire chemotherapy protocol was 2.5 years. Obviously, for the first little bit, we were there at the hospital the entire time. So I know the first couple months, about first 3 months, I was there just about solid. My dad had to come back home, and he was working. My sister was going to school. They would come down and visit on the weekends, but my mom stayed with me the whole time. So Romans 8:28 just says that God is working all things together for the good of them that love the Lord and are called according to His purpose. And so I think for me, I can look back over my life, and that was literally something that my parents were praying over me, even as a 5-year-old kid, that, hey, Lord, if you would spare his life, that you use him for an incredible purpose. And that was just one of those verses that stuck with me for the longest time. And, through different ups and downs of life, everybody has them, but especially going through cancer, going through that, just different things along the way. That's been that one solid verse I could go back to and say, hey, you know what? I know this may not be ideal. I know this is not really what I would choose, but I know that the Lord is working this for my good. I have to trust that. Sometimes I don't see it. Sometimes I don't understand it. But I'm gonna believe His word. I'm gonna believe that. And so yeah, it's been one of those life verses for me that I know no matter what season that I'm in, good or bad, guess what? God is working it for my good. So I think I love Journey Bags the most, just because cancer, it's all shock at first. You're kind of questioning, okay, what's coming next? Here's the thing about Journey Bags, is that we're willing to come alongside of you, like with these bags that are going to be, first of all, helpful. There's going to be some great stuff inside of it, but just know that, again, when you initially get that news, you feel like you have all of a bunch of people that has your back and is willing to fight with you and all that. There is going to be a story on the other side of it. There's going to be some sort of grace story that you get to share. Again, here I am 29 years later, sharing a grace story of what God has done. And I just believe that to be so true for every situation we come up against. So